This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Tehri Lake in Uttarakhand. Formed because of the Tehri Dam reserving water from Bhagirathi and Bilhangna rivers, this 60-kilometer lake has gifted Uttarakhand with an immense opportunity of developing lake tourism and related activities. With a mesmerizing landscape of higher mountains around the lake, rising up to an altitude of 6,500 feet, a massive water body and enough terrain to be tamed by adventure enthusiasts and tourism explorers, this region in future will be a definite hotspot for all leagues of tourism. Tehri is easily approachable from all parts of the country, with numerous flights connecting to the Jollygrant airport from all major towns and similar rail connectivity to Haridwar railway station. Thereon, it is just about 2.5 hours of driving. And in case you are an overland enthusiast, then it is approximately 7 hours from the national capital of New Delhi. To kickstart the phenomena of Tehri Lake tourism development, the State Tourism Department, with aid of schemes like the Swadesh Darshan from the Ministry of Tourism Government of India, has established the much required infrastructure to catalyze a humongous growth for future of tourism around this lake. The initiation of any development program where there is bound to be an exponential growth in tourist footfall requires some basic and key support infrastructure. This was addressed and funded for by the Ministry of Tourism through the Swadesh Darshan scheme, and today we see the much desired impact of an increasing flow of tourists to the lake. The project established drinking water facility, approach roads, parking with modern toilets and information video walls, hiking and cycling tracks, solar lighting of the entire campus, waste management with STP systems, nailing of lake shores, lakefront promenade with viewpoints, floating jetties and rescue boats. As one would approach the Tehri Lake through the town of New Tehri, which is also a popular destination due to its high altitude, snowfall in winters, and a panoramic view of the higher Himalayas. Parking in this densely populated hill town was a challenge, but it was addressed under the Swadesh Darshan scheme and now serves a multi-level parking at the heart of New Tehri town. The water level in Tehri Lake changes as per the set parameters of water discharge from the dam, and hence the lakefront and the lake approach infrastructure was designed with such dynamics in mind. Going down to the lake is facilitated by numerous of these submersible roads which survive over 6 months underwater. As you approach the lake shores, world-class roads and entrances welcome you with the designated parking and modern toilets. It is wonderful to take a walk along the lake on the well-designed promenade with viewpoints, safety railings, and beautifully erected protection walls. To establish the right kind of standards for future growth, an eco-log hut complex was developed for those desiring to spend a few days on the shores of this beautiful lake. Fully furnished with all modern amenities, these cottages offer an amazing and cozy stay. For your culinary indulgence, there is also a fully functional multi-cuisine restaurant in this tourism complex. The floating jetties are the heart and soul of your water access for boats and other fun rides to the lake. Well-trained operators manage the activities on the lake with safety protocols as their prime focus. For any emergency, there are rescue boats which were also funded under the Swadesh Darshan scheme. To add to the global appeal of leisure and luxury tourism experiences, a floating resort was envisaged and well received by the Ministry of Tourism Government of India. Before you approach the floating resort, you are welcomed in this beautifully designed reception block that also houses accommodation in double and family rooms, just in case you choose to be on the ground instead of the waters. A well-decorated restaurant and beautiful sit-outs and landscapes keep you company during a stay at Sirai on Tehri Lake. Here on, you may approach the floating resort for your leisure vacation. And today, this well-furnished infrastructure is ready and running under the PPP contract. The infrastructure is inclusive of all global standards of responsible and ecotourism. The entire resort on land and on water has been designed in such a way that no waste enters the holy waters of this lake. The resort has been successfully let out on PPP mode. Barring the COVID lockdown in the past year, the resort is due for a grand opening in the month of April 2021. All of this has already created a niche for itself right at the beginning of Tehri Lake tourism. And the impact is already seen with the growing visitors to the lake every day, and the state of Uttarakhand recently celebrating the 6th edition of the Grand Tehri Lake Festival. For the future, we have established a phenomenon called the Tehri Lake Tourism Extravaganza.